Now you're at the first episode, or pilot stage, of your TV series idea. Here you'll be creating the essential beats of your first episode and writing what I call a pilot map. In your treatment work, you have already, in broad strokes, mapped the basic arc of the characters across the series as a whole. We've done this only in sweeping arcs previously, but here now in the mapping process, we must nail down the story beat by beat. This is the pilot, and it has an important job to do. In the first 10 pages, which is 10 minutes approximately on screen, you need to do 5 important things. Number 1, introduce the flavour of the world you wish your reader or your audience to enter. You can do this in several ways. Think of your favourite dramas. These can be series or features, and identify what image or sequence or character does this job. In Happy Valley, for example, Catherine Kaywood was in a picturesque garden in northwest Yorkshire, stoving the head in of her elderly neighbour's sheep with a handy stone just to save her the trouble. In Coronation Street, it's those iconic rooftops. In Russian Doll, it's an achingly trendy party in a New York apartment. The introduction you choose is literally in the first 2 minutes, and it has to encompass something about the tone, the texture and the timbre of your story. What does it look, feel and sound like in those first 2 minutes? Number 2, invite the audience in. You've introduced the world in essence, now you need to draw them into it. Do it visually or with an intriguing detailed sequence or by a dialogue exchange that's driven by emotive subtext. Whatever you decide, it needs to have the what's going on here factor. Number 3, hold the audience. Once invited in and you've got their attention, do not let it go. Subtle use of imagery, etc. is good in the first minute or 2, but now we need to kick that plot in. Whatever you decide plot-wise, you need to prevent the audience from switching the channel or worse, switching off. Number 4, challenge the audience. Now you've got their full-on attention, but this is not a guarantee. This is minute 8, a critical time in the pilot. You need to give the plot a twist here or a jolt, or add a surprise element. This doesn't have to be a big explosive thing or fueled by CGI. It can be a small quiet thing. Let your characters take the lead here. Whatever happens, it needs to snag the mind of the audience as they ask the question, what was that? Number 5, push the story on. Without any further ado, crack into that story and into character and drive the story engine beyond page 10. And then you're away. I will discuss in detail your pilot map, which is the blueprint for your first draft, at our next Skype session. Using this breakdown, you will be able to write your first draft with confidence. And then we'll discuss it. See you later.